Hello, hello. Let me adjust you guys. Let's see how this looks like on a live stream. Perfect, okay. What is up, you all? What is going on? Listen, I am a bit late because when I was trying to push a box of decks a bit away from me to make some space, the whole box dropped on the freaking floor and all decks were scattered all over the floor. So it took me a while to pick it up and to get everything in order. Hi, everyone. How is your weekend? What's up? We're gonna do a pick a card first. If anyone needs a private reading, we're gonna jump into those a bit later. All the info is in the comments section if you need that. Hi, Martina. How's everyone doing? I'm just burning some pine tree before we start. Loving that. I love the smell of the pine tree. Hi everyone, whoever has just joined. I'm a bit late because I've dropped the whole box of decks on my floor. Can you imagine? All of them on top of each other. It was a freaking mess, man. Okay. So as usual, we're gonna do a pick a card for the intro. And if anyone needs a reading, you know what to do. All the info is in the comment section below. So we're gonna have three or four. I think we're gonna have 4 options here today. And I wanna see what's improving for you all. I hope your weekend is great. If anyone is working, I hope it's an easy day. If anyone is resting, I hope you are grounded. Okay, let's see. What is improving next, my people? Let me switch it to live chat in case I'll miss anyone messaging. Okay, what is improving next, my people? We're gonna have 4 options. Group number 1. I'm gonna check how this looks on live, so give me 1 sec because it lags on my laptop. It catches up. Okay. No, that's fine. We can move it a little bit further down here. Group number 2. What's improving next? Group number 3. And group number 4. So as usual, my focus is on people who are watching this or will be watching this within the next 2 days. So we're kind of condensing the energy. I don't want to look at all of my following. And in that way, it's a little bit more precise. Okay. Let me see. The camera is a bit tilted, so let me move it like this. All right. Take some time, decide which pile is yours. I know that the light is casting a shadow because I'm sitting in front of it, but I cannot put it closer to me because I broke my freaking lamp last time I was doing a reading. So here we go. Okay, if you're ready, let's start. If you need more time, stop the video over here. We're looking at what's improving next for you. And what I mean next, I'm not looking too far away. I'm looking at the next up to 3 months from now. Okay. Group number 1, we're gonna put these cards aside so we have more space. What's improving next? One second. People are attacking me today. Okay, I'm ready. Let's pull a couple of cards from different decks. I really feel like the Steampunk Tarot would be beneficial here. Let's take that one, and if we'll need more, we'll take more. What's improving next? What can you expect improving next? Oh. Okay, this is gonna be specific. Very specific, to be honest. At the bottom, I don't know if you are able to see the whole card. It's 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups reversed, and freaking 10 of Cups. Nice. Whoever has just joined, we're gonna do a quick pick a card, and if anyone needs a private reading, head to the description box or in the comment section. The information is there. Okay, let's see what is improving next, my people. We have separation, and we heading towards to religious factors. This is gonna be pile number 1 straight away. Pretty straightforward. It's gonna be a relationship reading over here. Platonic, romantic, or business. Bottom of the deck, passion. Okay. First thing first, what's improving next? You are regaining passion for life here. Pile number 1. Straightforward. I'm seeing that someone, either you felt this way in the past, or you're feeling it right now, or it's gonna be in the near future. Seeing someone feeling heartbroken, someone feeling that they are not really interested in what's happening in their life anymore, not interested in a situation over here. This feels like I've had it, okay? If you look at this card, I have had it. My hands are crossed over my chest. Some of you may encounter some sort of disappointment, but I feel like this is a past energy. And maybe some of you felt like, damn, like, you know, this was a disappointing partnership. Business, romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. And you feel like you have so much love to give, you have so much passion. You're gonna realize sooner or later that you have to kind of separate yourself from the situation in order for you to regain this power of yours. Some of you may have witnessed the first thing that I heard before of Cups and the 7 of Swords reversed, abandonment. Some of you have witnessed maybe deception in your life with one particular person, and you're feeling like it's time for me to leave, it's time for me to go, but maybe some of you are not ready just yet. And your friends or your family can tell you things, but if you're not ready yourself, you're not going to make that move. In the future, you are making that move. You are deciding to go separate ways with this person. Again, platonic, romantic, doesn't matter. And what you're not seeing actually for the future, maybe you're gonna be quite grieving, or you're gonna be like, I don't know, I'm not really happy right now. There's gonna be this kind of period of a little bit of grief. Either You're grieving the vision that you had, the picture that you had with you and this person, you in this business, you in this job, and you're gonna have to let that picture go. But in reality, once you take that step, or once you start thinking about this, you're gonna feel this kind of like light energy overflowing you, where you go, oh, I made this decision, but why do I feel good about this? Because this is gonna be a sign for you that you have chosen the right path, that the old path is gone, it's over with, you've learned everything you had to learn. Where you're stepping into next is you're gonna start socializing or meeting people whose backgrounds might be a bit different. Someone who grew up in a different country, someone who maybe has a completely different view on life or religion, and you're gonna love it. I'm not seeing this as, you clashing with other people. I feel like you're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm intrigued, I'm interested, I wanna know more. You're gonna like the mingle, you're gonna like the socializing part of this. The next step, what you're taking, your finances are improving actually here. Let me just clarify this. How are your finances improving in this situation? Hello, Nomadic Intuitive Reader. Hello, Carla. Carla, got you. How are you doing this? The Eight of Pentacles, very applicable to finances and career. Your focus shifts from the heartache or sadness or disappointment towards your goals and dreams. And that's the area of your life that's improving, but not only. I'm going to get to it in a minute, okay? You're not giving too much of yourself anymore, because every time you give in too much of yourself, you felt depleted. You probably tend to be a carer of everyone else, and at the end of the day, you come back home and you're like, fuck, I don't have enough energy, I don't have enough stamina, I don't have enough strength, and you have to kind of lay back and just be with yourself. In the future, your not only finances are improving, I feel like you're gonna focus very much your attention, your energy on what you want to achieve in life. So some of you are gonna be grinding, some of you are gonna be really kind of hustling, some of you are gonna want to learn much more about your work or your hobby that could turn into your job, into your business. And you're going to kind of shift the focus of that energy towards what you really need in order to feel safe and secure. Because where you've been or with who you've been in the past, it didn't feel like that. You didn't feel safe and secure. So you're switching the script. Yes, with that comes forgiving. Okay, forgiveness is going to be a part of that. Forgiving yourself or the other here and learning from the whole situation. We're not holding on to the past too much. We're looking for our passion with the Ace of Wands as well as the Passion card over here. It speaks to one another. So you're regaining some sort of passion for drive and to get more work done, to get more money, and to feel that you are appreciated in your circle. And I feel like really pile number one, wouldn't be surprised if you have taken some time apart from a friendship, a business partnership, or a romantic partnership, and very soon, once you started focusing on your work, on your hobby, on your purpose, you found yourself in a completely new circle, or you found yourself in a new relationship pretty swiftly. Okay, it feels like those two go hand in hand. Once you step up for yourself, that's when you are attracting more people who also have similar passions like you do. But first, the Tower has to come. So someone has to kind of release the past. Maybe this is whoever you're dealing with is a person who tends to be quite cold in the way that they speak. Someone who is not maybe as heartfelt, or someone who is not as soft as you would like them to be, or with someone maybe you couldn't find in the past a lot of similarities, or you couldn't understand each other in the way you speak. And it feels like that's something that you are leaving behind. And the moment you do that, you are regaining your strength, pile number one. You're realizing in the future that this was a karmic situation. You've learned from this, and you are thanking that past situation, and you're thanking how much stamina and strength it has given you in order to go for your passions in life, in order for you to improve your financial situation. Okay, what else? What to avoid? what should you avoid here? What is not beneficial to you? Whoever just joined, we're doing a quick pick a card, and then we're gonna jump into private readings. Whoever needs a mini read, all the information is in the comment section as well as in the description box. And I think I have, let me just check, one person in queue so far. Yeah, I have Carla first. Okay, what should you avoid in this situation? What's not beneficial? Oh, wow. Don't fall for someone's fiery character. Remember, the question was what to avoid. It may be tempting. It may be very satisfying at some point, but it's going to be temporary. Okay. What's improving next is that you are becoming much more independent, much more self-sustainable, and you're loving that. You're loving the way you work, you love the way you lead your life, you love the way you do your business, if you have a business or if you're planning to have a business. You overall, looking at your pile, you people who's supposed to do something on your own, even if it was a hobby, if it wasn't bringing in money, but for a lot of you, it may be business that you are creating that's going to bring in quite a lot of abundance in your life. So I hope this made sense, pile number one. We're going to jump into pile number two now. And if you just joined, you can go back. We have 4 options here today. And we're going to be exploring all of them to see what's up, what's improving next. Okay, you ready? Sorry, I have these cards on top of my incense. I think I should get it going. But I want a little piece because this is super freaking intense. It is handmade and there isn't any perfume. My mom couldn't. For her, it was just too much of intensity. But I love this stuff. I got it when I was in Nepal years ago. Ready? Pile number 2. Let's see what is up with you all. Your incense keep burning out fast. You probably need that, don't you? Okay, let me get comfortable here. Changing the pose. Let me get my table a bit closer to me. And let's go, pile number 2. And this is gonna be 3 and 4. What is improving next? Oof, your mental state to start with. If you had an unexpected ending or a really hardcore ending in your life, this reminds me of divorce. This reminds me of end of a really good chapter in your work. This reminds me of the unexpected endings in general. Maybe you've lost someone, whereas we are feeling much more as if, you know, there was a stone on my heart and there is no more. I'm free. That's how this pile feels like. What's improving next? Let's see. What's improving next? I don't know why I want this deck. I don't often use this deck for things like that, but here we go. I'm also gonna be using the Gold Leaf Tarot, Ace of Swords, the Moon. Let's move these up a little bit. Three of Pentacles, and I want a couple of cards, or maybe one from the Steampunk Tarot. A couple. Okay, what's improving next? Okay, I like this for you. Pile number 2. Okay. What's improving next is that we are not attaching ourselves to people, places, all of that. If we are noticing that we need a change, particularly here, I'm seeing someone who's taken action in order for them to end a heavy chapter in their life, a season, right? Let's call it a season. And they're saying, you know what, actually, I don't feel like I have to do this anymore, or I don't feel like I have to be here anymore. I feel like it's time for me to kind of take charge of where I'm going. So let me start seeking and looking for opportunities in life. And the way you're doing that, you want to connect to people. There's some sort of partnership here on the horizon. There is some sort of maybe group work. You are not only on your own, you're communicating with people, you're exchanging ideas, you're seeking for information. This pile, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit secretive, okay? It's not gonna be as straightforward. It's not gonna give you all the details. This pile's supposed to be a bit mysterious. What you need to know is, for example, if you lacked motivation or drive, if you felt like your body was weak, you are regaining your power, your energy here. But before that, something ends in your life. What you've known of, it's an end of, okay? An end of a chapter, and you have to let it go with peace. We're not coming back to that. We're not overthinking that. What if I stayed there? What if I've been with this person? What if I stayed in that job? We're letting it go with peace. The moment we do that, many opportunities open for us over here. What you thought about, you may even notice, you're going to be in this kind of high manifestation mode. What you thought of intuitively, what you felt, it's going to happen, especially if it's connected with partnerships or working with people. Okay? Let's see what else. What's improving next? I'm seeing colleagues or work situations improving next. You may be even promoted in your job. New opportunities open up for you here. 7 of Water. Yeah, more opportunities. This is a choice. We have a lot of choices in front of us, and we're the ones who are navigating that. We're the ones who are deciding what to do with that and which cup to take if you look at the regular tarot. Overall, this is saying it's the end of a difficult chapter for you. Don't expect it to come back for a while, okay? You've been through the thick and thin, and from now on, it's like in that song, it's all the way up. Hello, hello, Casey. If you want to go back a little bit, we have 4 options for what's improving. To choose your pile, we have the Ace of Fire. We have the 4 of Earth reversed. If you didn't feel like you belonged in a place where you've been, it wasn't meant to be. If you feel like wherever you're at right now is the right place to be for you in this season, and not meaning for the whole life, we're just looking at the season, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This came out reversed, but I'm going to show you this card because it's beautiful. I love this card. Let me show it to you from close up. 5 of Earth. Feels like someone is coming out of this either mindset or situation in which there was a lot of lack. Someone didn't see enough opportunity. Someone didn't see enough money in their wallet. We're ending this chapter. From now on, we are seeing opportunities, and those opportunities somehow comes from connections in your life, okay? Talking to people, exchanging information, asking questions, making phone calls. The Tower reversed and the Empress reversed. If some of you are thinking that, hey, oh my God, what if I'm gonna take this next step, and if I'm not gonna be able to take care of my family, of people that I really care for, the cards are saying it shouldn't be a worry because everything will be sorted out. It could be difficult throughout the transitional mode, but at the end of it, it's all gonna be fine. There is support for you out there. There's a lot of fear in pile number 2, what I'm getting here. A lot of fear. What if I choose this and it's gonna be difficult? What if I do that and it's gonna be too much responsibility? What if I'm gonna be rich and it's gonna be too much to take for me? What if I have this amount of money and I'm gonna be a lot of people will depend on me? I'm afraid. So what's improving next is you targeting those fears and recognizing where they come from in order for you to have more income. This is a lot to do with your subconscious mind. You may want to do hypno, you may want to do therapy of some sorts to really target that and to realize what is behind the drapes. What is happening that I need to really look into, to let go of, and to figure this out, because this is not the first time. It's a repetition of some sorts in my life, a lesson that I'm seeing. And I think some of you are choosing some sort of tool that you wanna explore, and I'm talking about a healing tool or therapy of some sorts. And you're looking at your subconscious. We have a moon card over here, we have the Ace of Swords, and you're cracking the code here. Oh, now I know why I have an issue with that. I dove into my subconscious. Now I know what I want to do with that. So any subconscious work for pile number 2 acts like an improvement, to be honest. Would it be to do with the way you communicate with people, the way you see opportunities, or if you tend to look at the negative side of things, you're diving deep. And that depth, the vulnerable side of you, because you're going to have to be vulnerable over there. It's going to answer quite a lot of questions for you, especially anything to do with self-sabotage, or if you had this belief, even if you told yourself differently, I don't feel like I'm worth this. I don't feel like I can do this. I don't feel like, etc. Okay? So what's improving next is the way you think about the self and the way you think about opportunities. And how you're doing that? You're exploring what tools are present in front of you or around you, and you want to take those tools and use them. Make sense? I hope it does. If anyone just joined right now, you can go back to the intro. There are 4 piles for what's improving next. After this, we're going to do private readings, private mini readings. It's $21.21 for a question. And all the information is in the description box as well as the comment section if you need that. We have 2 people who have pre-booked. So there are 2 people in line in case you are wondering. Okay, let me put these cards back where they belong. Give me 1 sec and let's continue. I'm gonna go to pile number 3. What's improving next, my people? All right. One sec, where's my black mirror deck? Right here, perfect. Let me put it up here. Let me put this right here. All right, pile number 3. What's improving next? 9 of freaking Earth. If anyone is planning to be a leader, or would it be in a company, would it be of their own life, sustainability, right? How I'm able to take care of myself and live in a sustainable way. Would it be someone running a business? This is a really good indication that you're gonna smash this, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be that you own a business. It could be you leading a business in some way, having a really high status. If you're aiming for that, know that the promotion is not too far away. What is improving next, my people? We have the Maiden. Wisdom. Let me move this up. A couple of cards from the Steampunk Tarot. We have Abundance and Stress and Fear reversed. Give me 1 second. So I'm just checking the bookings as well as the live chat. Let me have a sip of drink and let's continue. Okay, what's improving next? Someone who was, to some extent, too nice, too naive, too innocent, they are growing up. You may think, how is that as an improvement? It's because you're gaining a lot of wisdom. And yeah, there are two sides here to it. One side is I'm gaining a lot of wisdom. I understand what life is about. I understand what this business is about overall, how the market works. Some of you may be into marketing. And you're kind of cracking the code here. You are becoming much better in understanding how to run the business or how to run the company or how to get to the position that you want to be in your careers. But that's gonna take a bit of peeling the onion, okay? It's gonna take a bit of hardship over here. The experience and the wisdom will not come to you that easily, but as we all know, it doesn't, okay? It comes through experiencing maybe stress, experiencing difficulties, handling difficult situations, and realizing how we can navigate it better. What's improving next is your character. Okay, you're becoming much stronger in your character. You're not this person who can be pushed around. You're not this person who is not knowledgeable in what you are doing. You kind of cracking the code. I don't know, I'm seeing analytics, I'm seeing marketing, I'm seeing charts on computer. Someone is doing some sort of analysis to understand the business, the marketing, the finances in the world overall much better. And it feels like this person is kind of keeping it to themselves. You know what this reminds me of? There was one reel that I came across today. I can't tell you which channel it was from. I was just kind of scrolling through the social media. And there was this one guy who called in. If you know about this, let me know. One young guy who called in to ask for advice about finances. He was, I think, 16 years old, and he called into this podcast where people, older people, who know about business, who know about finances, they give people advice. And he said, you know what, I'm making, I think he said he was making around 50,000 a month from drop shipping. And he was seeking for advice what to do because his mother doesn't know about that. His mother doesn't know about that. I know she's so traditional. I know that if I told her, she would think that it's kind of hoax or it's wrong or whatever the case. And he basically called in seeking for advice. 16 years old, making that much money, figuring out the system, the analytics, the marketing itself, what people need, right? He's earning 50 grand a month. And he's so clever that he asked for advice in a podcast. He decided to make that call. And the guy, the older man in the podcast, he said, "Can you tell me how much money you have in your PayPal?" Because he said, all the money is in my PayPal." He said, "I have over, I think, 300K." And the advice that he was given was great, but this is what kind of pile I'm sensing this is. People who gonna do great things, big things. They're gonna earn a lot. Pile number 3, because you're able to crack the code, you're looking at analytics, you're looking at how the algorithm works, and you're looking at the customer service and what people need today, what they do, even body language, okay? And you somehow making this a business. You are supposed to, in this lifetime, to crack this code. However you're gonna do this, whichever business you're at, whichever company you work for, you're supposed to make big money, and you will. But there will be those shifts, those mountains that you're gonna have to climb in order to get there. So do not take a no for an answer, or don't take rejection as a complete shut down. Okay, I got a no, I got rejected. I'm gonna still go for what I want because I believe in it so much. I'm gonna be planting these seeds and I will watch them grow. And this feels like this is a spirit guide over here. And they see you planting those seeds and they help you out with that. They help you probably hide that in the earth as well. They maybe add 1 or 2 a day, okay? Which you don't see happening behind the scenes, but it's purely energetic. I hope this made sense, pile number 3. And the only thing that I'm seeing here that you may have to struggle with is the way that you handle stress, anxiety, okay? That would be something you would want to look into. Find the practices or find tools that are beneficial for you to kind of tame that, okay? Or deal with that better. But overall, go out there, claim what's yours. I mean, get your money. It's plenty for all of us. You're smart, okay? And I would also say, you don't have to share your techniques, your ideas, your structures, your business plans with people. Share it only with those who you trust, or share it with people who already are ahead of you and they have gone there, they've been there. You also can seek for their advice or expertise. That's all I have to say, pile number 3. I hope this made sense. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Pile number 4. What's improving next? We have Daughter of Fire. What's improving next? I want a couple of cards from the Steampunk Keeper. Give me 1 sec. You're no more building walls up to keep people out. I'm seeing vulnerability here. I'm seeing people whose health is improving. And it's because they're able to, instead of being defensive, they're able to open their hearts and to truly talk about what bothers them and to truly talk about what they're going through. I'm seeing someone feeling very safe and secure because they have chosen to be vulnerable, and they are not carrying those emotional or mental bricks anymore with them, and therefore they feel that they knew that before, but they're gonna feel it, how much support they have around them. I'm also seeing someone healing issues with either masculine energy, someone could be, for example, your father figure, not necessarily a father, grandfather, brother. If anyone had any difficulties challenging relationships with father figure in general, I'm seeing that you're healing that. If you don't want to communicate with that person at all, if they are not alive, you're trying to balance out, find a better balance between the feminine and masculine and the way you look at them, okay? For example, if someone didn't have a good example of a image, they're gonna work on that because they're gonna notice how they may want to maybe be a little bit angry, a bit more sensitive towards men in general, because there is that underlying hurt or pain that they are carrying with themselves that impacts their relationship at work with men or relationship with potential partners. And they know that they cannot be in this kind of like warrior mode anymore, that there are good people out there. The issue with me is that I've witnessed maybe a bad example and I want to work it out. The moment someone works it out, they are not defensive, they are not ready to fight, they are not ready to kind of strike back, they're just there. They are listening, they're encountering people for who they are. They're just looking, and I'm looking at the people who watching this right now, 11 and 11 likes. So this is the karmic situation that someone witnessed. May have impacted someone's self-esteem or someone's health even, and they're changing the narrative. I don't want to be like this anymore. I want to create a beautiful, strong family, and I want to look back at what I have to fix. Would it be a relationship with a father? The way I look at men, would it be maybe for some of you even relationship with a mother? It doesn't matter who this is. It's just a person who was supposed to be an example to you or a safe ground, and they were not. And what you're changing, some of you may even feel like an urge after you do that or before you do that to move. You may want to move the town, the country. You may want to live somewhere abroad and you want to experience life and people and to find your tribe over there. If you notice that this relationship is hardly fixable, or if you have already done your you've done everything that you had to do. You had the conversation, you put your heart on the table, and if the person is still closed off, at least you've done it from your side and you're moving on. During that time, once you're moving on from this, I'm seeing that even the way you think about yourself, your confidence is improving here. And with that, some of you may even want to become therapist of some sort. Would it be psychologist, psychiatric? Would it be someone who's working with people, giving them advice, a counselor of some sorts? There's a lot that you have taken from your past experiences with you and a lot of analysis that I'm seeing here. And it would be quite beneficial for you to work with people's brain in some way, okay? So some of you may even want to write a book. And what's improving is that you're releasing something out into the world. Would it be an actual physical thing? And when I looked at again, the views and the likes is 12 at the moment. Would it be just putting out your work out there, right? Being a really good therapist. People talk about you. People refer you to others in their circle, and you become someone who's very respected in the circle, someone who is looked up to, and someone who wants to move forward as well. I'm also seeing someone finding happiness abroad, as well as their, if you think that, hey, I'm gonna move out, or I'm gonna move to a different country, town, or move to a different job, I won't have any friends, so I'm gonna have to gather new friendships. And I don't know if it's possible because I'm like 40 years old, for example. You will. It's all about the way you think about situations. Everything is possible for you over here. Okay? And also, don't get stuck on what you have lost or who you have lost. Yes, take the time to grieve, but don't get stuck on it for too long, because some of you tend to live in the past way too often, way too much. Okay, pile number 4. But I hope this made sense, and I feel like pile number 4 may want to check out one more piles here. If that was you, head to one other piles that you thought about. If that doesn't resonate, don't confuse yourself. Now let's jump to private readings. Let's see who we have in the queue. Okay. We have Carla. Carla, you've asked the intention of Isaac towards me. Will end up being of a serious commitment in the future? Question mark. I'm meeting a coworker and I'm confused about what will this end up being. I feel like in limbo, could be my anxious attachment. So thank you again, Queen. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. What is Isaac's attention towards you? Carla, what is Isaac's intention towards you? Bear with me. Let's let gravity do the work. What is Isaac's intention towards you? This person, first thing first, they're holding back. They're not gonna put all the cards on the table. They're kind of exploring the water over here. What would they want to happen? What would they want to happen with you? See, they want to explore the connection with you, but I would be wary of this because they still have the past disappointment and hurt that's in their energy body, that's in their system, that hasn't completed. It hasn't wrapped up just yet, and I would say take it slow with this person. This could be, this reminds me of situations where people kind of just want to distract themselves with something else. Would it be video games? Would it be dating someone else just because their heart is aching? But what they really have to do is to sit with themselves and figure it out. Okay? What is this person's view on you? What is this person's view on you? What do they think of you? They want to help you out. This is someone who's quite a gentleman, I'm seeing here. But I really feel like they have to, it's not a time for them to be in serious relationship. I really don't think it is. It's the time for them to explore. So depending on what you need yourself and personally, you can make up your mind what you want to do with this person. What is the best advice for you here, Carla? Focus on work. Focus on work. Don't let this distract you from work, okay? Because there could be a situation that you find yourself in that's going to be quite annoying, conflicting in your head. It's just going to be like, ugh. If you're going to allow this to take over your work or distract you from work, be a bit more balanced in the situation. What is the best advice for you? What is the best advice for you? Okay, don't think about this way ahead of yourself. Don't be way ahead of yourself over here, okay? Take the situation for what it is. This person right now, they want to, but they're not ready to give you the commitment that they could give you. I feel like a couple of years from now, this person could be more settled, more ready for a genuine, serious, grounded relationship. Right now, I'm not seeing that they are, even if they're going to tell you, okay? Let's see, what do they want? See, uncertainty. They themselves, they don't really know what they're doing at this moment. They might be going by their urges, by curiosity. What do they want from you? They still have some walls up. I'm kind of like I'm talking to you, but I still have my walls up, invisible walls. You don't want that in the beginning of a relationship. What are their intentions? Yeah, you're gonna have to let go of the past, man. You have to come back to balance. In the future, I'm seeing you that you're noticing that you're not able to move forward with this person the way that you want. That would be a short answer for you. Let me check the YouTube comment section. This makes total sense. He has said something along the lines of what you said. He's not a bad person, but I don't want to be just distraction. Yeah, so you see, this person has already kind of told you that, especially when men, and I see a lot of women making that mistake. A man, if you leave the space for them, they're gonna tell you what's going on with them. They're gonna tell you what it is and what they want. Okay, sometimes women take it as, oh, I can change the person, or maybe they need a little bit more time, I'm gonna hang around, and they hurt themselves. This person has listened to what they said to you. Okay, there is no need to judge the book by its cover, because the book has showed itself to you. So especially if this person said something along the lines of what I'm seeing here, so take it for what it actually is today. Okay, hope this made sense. There is a lot of uncertainty here. I don't see any ground. I don't see any stability. I don't see any solid decision. You know, I'm interested in this person. I'm going to invest in this person. I'm seeing just kind of like, what if? I don't know what I want. You know, because I don't feel like this person is ready for that. Martina, what do I need to know at this time? Okay, let me have a sip of drink. Let's continue. Listen, I don't use this very often. But it's interesting that I want to use this for you here today, Martina. Okay. Martina, what do you need to know at this time? I have my eyes closed, but I'm shuffling this. Well, I'm not really shuffling. I'm just kind of like running my fingers through this deck. First thing first that I heard. I don't know if you're aware of this, or you will be in the couple of weeks from now. This is also kind of like metaphorical. Buy that dress for yourself. Meaning, now is a time when you owe it to yourself to take care of yourself. Especially the way you look, the way your hair is, the way you dress, what you want to buy for yourself, any accessory. Now is a time of self-care, of you shining, focusing on the feminine energy and allowing yourself to get something that you wanted for a while. Now is the time to change. There is something to do with the change of the image of you. Your inner self, your inner powerful, fiery, creative, passionate self has to show externally. So start making those changes once you are ready. And it's important. It's not only about stuff that you wear. It comes from within you, and then you put it outside of you, and it acts like a twice more powerful magnet. It's gonna change the way you walk, the way you talk, your energy that you bring with yourself. For example, just notice if you're just kind of messed up here in a tracksuit, right? If you go outside somewhere, the way you talk to people may be very different, or the way you approach them may be very different from if you wear something that is really nice to you. You have done your hair. I'm not talking about crazy makeovers or anything like that. You have taken care of your hair. Maybe you put some mascara or lipstick on, whatever the case. And you go outside and you talk to people. The way you're gonna move, the way your body language is, the way you're gonna show up is gonna be very different. And therefore, you're gonna bring that trail of energy with you wherever you go. And with that comes attention, comes opportunities, comes overall quite different vibrations your way, okay? So what you give out is what you receive back. That's what I'm sensing for you. Sorry, I completely zoned out with this. You may want to listen to the song of Maxwell. It's interesting because I listened to this in the early morning today. It's a very flowy, chill song, a very old song too. And the lyrics that I've written down here says, never dug anyone like this, never had tasty lips to kiss, I've never felt a feeling so right. But this feels like the love and the appreciation and the care that you give to yourself here than anyone else. With that comes a lot of love, passion. Okay, let's see what else. I don't feel like I want many cards for you here. I'm so like tapped in. Let's see, Martina. Lips twice here. We have lips in the Maxwell song and we have lips in the Shy Girls Under Attack, and both of these songs are very flowy and very chill. In the Shy Girls Under Attack, it says, because your lips are under attack, girl, you got it bad, under attack. So well, so we will burn down all the bridges. Damn. Right now is a time when you're being asked to focus on the passion that you have within you and explore it. It could be the intimacy. It could be the way you communicate and flirt to people. Get it out there. Rediscover that. If you, for example, were a person who is a little bit maybe shy or a little bit too, I don't know, timid or just kind of like closed off when it comes to intimacy, talk more about that. Explore that. If you don't have a partner, for example, I'm not checking if you do or if you don't. I'm just giving you an example here. If you don't have a partner, maybe you want to reconnect to the self. Maybe you want to just really kind of feel your skin, feel yourself, experience maybe different sexual pleasures and intimacy in that way. Now is a time of seduction and now is a time of intimacy. Okay, this is the season that you are in. explore that. Go out there and play in whichever way feels safe to you. Okay? Wow, what a reading, man. Okay, let's see. What else? Let's see now. Martina. Sorry, one more sec. Wanna reshuffle. Another thing your cards are saying, you have to be braver, okay? What I heard is grow some balls. You have a lot of strength. You have a lot of passion. Show it. Show up for yourself. Don't be afraid of changes, okay? We all are uncomfortable with changes, but now is not the time to avoid them. Ask for what you want because that's something that you deserve. If you tend to minimize yourself sometimes, your cards are reminding you that you are an empress. She has this very kind of like subtly seductive energy about her. And it's because the way she thinks of herself, the way she takes care of herself, the way she smells, the way she moves, the way she talks to people, what kind of feminine energy she brings with herself, how it shows up. And now is the time when your cards are saying, tap into that. But overall, I keep getting, you know, like, use your feminine power. Focus on romance. You may even want to watch more romantic movies. You may even want to maybe order, I don't know, a sex toy online. It's something to do with honoring the self and not being shameful or feeling that you have to hide your passion or sexuality. That's what I'm getting for you. Or even romance, kissing someone in a restaurant. If something that was something for you that was a bit cringe or weird, let your hair loose. That's what your cards are actually asking you to do. So I hope this made sense and this was beneficial. Is the season of sensuality for you. Okay? Explore that. Okay, what else do we have? Carlita. Will I have a significant serious romantic serious romantic partner before I move abroad? I feel kind of frustrated. Carla, do you remember what I told you? You are that person who wants to have a whole plan of your future and know exactly when something happens. You gotta let that go. You know that. You know that. I'm gonna check in, but I'm just telling you. Leave some magic to your life. Leave some mystery to your life. Okay? Don't attach yourself too much. If this is gonna happen before I go, after I go, what's gonna happen in my love life, and asking it over and over again, I'm just gonna let you know what I've noticed. If people, I tend to tell them, give them a kick in the ass, you know, shake them up. If they book readings a bit too often, what tarot does sometimes, what I've noticed from my own practices, it can confuse the fuck out of you if you've been asking the same question on over and over again. Okay? It's gonna tell you a couple of, maybe one time, maybe a couple of times, more or less what you can expect. But then you're gonna be super confused afterwards because you're not listening to the first messages. And if there's gonna be a third and a fourth message, you may be very confused. Even if it's gonna touch the same subject, but it may touch, for example, there's a person that you're gonna be with, but it may focus on the first reading on those personality traits. Next reading, it might be mainly the same kind of like personality of the person, but you're gonna see the other side of them, and you may think, is it the same person? Is it someone else? And you're gonna ask another question: is it the same person, someone else? And it's gonna be a fucking confusion. Okay, so make sure you leave some mystery to your life, and you ask the questions that are actually beneficial to you. Okay, I'm gonna do this reading for you. We talked about love, I think, at least a couple of times before this, but make sure after this you focus on questions that actually are beneficial. What can I do in order to, I don't know, what's gonna happen before I meet the partner? Or what do I need to focus on right now? What can I improve right now in order to be a bit more successful, or whatever the case? So these are the questions that would be much more beneficial. I know some people ask questions out of curiosity, but there is a time when it becomes a bit unhealthy or a bit too clingy, and that's when the tarot goes, okay, let it be. Okay, let me look at the YouTube chart. Martina said, oh my God, I'm right in the middle of great changes, and this is so true. Sometimes I'm scared to show all of my strength. I'm in the process of growing some balls, as you said. Good for you, I'm proud of you. And Carla, you're just laughing. Okay, I'm gonna do your reading. Let me have a sip of a drink. Let's continue. Okay. Will you have significant, serious, romantic partner before you move abroad? Will you have significant, romantic partner before you move abroad? Okay. Will you have significant romantic partner before you move abroad? What deck do I want? I don't want this deck. I feel like there is... Nope. Give me 1 second. There's a specific deck I'm looking for. Here we go. Perfect. If you have a serious romantic partner before you move abroad. I'm not seeing a serious long-term relationship here, and it feels like there's a reason why. The reason why here, you're gonna have interests, okay? It's not to say that those people will be bad for you. You can have fun with a person you want to cross paths with, but I don't feel like this is gonna be a relationship that's gonna be it's gonna last for years, okay? And it's because you're supposed to let go of the past chapter of your life, and you're supposed to move forward. And if you had a partner who is a long-term, it may influence your decisions in life. And the decision in your life that is really important for you is this. I want to get stability, I want to get finances, I want to get set for life, and I want to be peaceful with that. And it feels like no one can get really in the way of you getting there. They're not supposed to. They can, but they're not supposed to. Okay, they can be fun. It can be a short-term relationship, and I don't mean one night stand, but you're supposed to end a chapter. Okay, you're supposed to be free, and you're supposed to start from zero. Your focus point is success. How can I succeed in order to get more financially balanced over here? It's all about you here. It's not as much about the other person. People are passengers here so far, and it can't get in the way of where you're going. That's why you may notice that maybe sometimes you feel like, oh my God, like I'm not getting like anyone serious, or like people don't stay, or I don't like people who may be interested in me. It's just not meant to be for you just yet, okay? And it's because it can be too much of a distraction for you, and you're supposed to go the way that you're supposed to go. You're supposed to right now focus on your successes, focus on the financial balance, focus on getting your wisdom and experience and expertise. Why else is this not happening? Why else is this not happening? There's this kind of limbo for you that we're seeing here. The reverse cards, this is something that hasn't happened just yet. There is a person out there for you. But this feels like once you meet that person, you will understand who they are, and that this is a person that you want to be long term with. And you haven't seen that just yet because it's not the right time. Okay? It's not the right time for you. And you may feel like this. You may feel like this. You may feel like shit. You know, I don't like this. I want a connection with someone. You have a really good mother archetype. Okay? You tend to mother people. You tend to care for people. You tend to counsel people. You have all of that. And the person who's gonna be with you, they're gonna value this very much. Right now, have fun if you can. Okay? If you want to date, go out and date people. But now is not the time to attach yourself too much to anyone, because it may be a bit like a distraction for you. And I also feel like right now you're coming from the energy of the Seven of Swords, which is like, I want this, but I also know that I'm gonna be going. Okay? Sooner or later, I'm gonna be going. So I'm gonna stab myself in the back if I'm gonna fall in love with this person. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Focus on your goals and successes. Doesn't mean that you can't date, you can't, appreciate people, you can't experience romance. You can. But when you ask about long-term relationship, it's just not the right time for you. Just yet, okay? Let's see who else we have here. Casey. Let me have a smoke break, because there was some energies today here. And let me smoke my whole living room. Sorry, Casey, I'm gonna take a little break before we continue. So just continuing, Carlita it's all about timing for you. It's don't take this as a punishment or like my life sucks. It's just not the right time right now. This reminds me of situations where someone really wants to be in a relationship and they're craving for that, and they start dating people, and those people are just like, they don't see them for who they are, and they feel, even if they are dating them, they feel alone or lonely. The moment they start focusing on what they truly wanted in their life, what they were craving for, is either they change environment, they change job, or whatever the case, or they start grinding a little bit more, or they pick up a book and they start learning something they wanted to learn for a while. That's when everything starts kind of settling, and they experience what they have to experience for themselves, and things start shifting. Okay. And I also feel, Carla, that right now when I kind of look into you, as if I'm scanning your body, I'm seeing a lot of colors, and they're kind of changing, kind of like there's pink, then there's blue, and it's one on top of the other, and it's kind of exchanging. You right now are in the midst of kind of like, this reminds me of a caterpillar. You're evolving. You may even notice, if you look, if you listen to pick a card readings, that one time you choose that reading, the other time you choose complete opposite message, because it's like you are settling. It's so difficult to explain in words, but you are settling for what you're deciding to do. You are settling as a person. You're maturing in your energy. Now is the time when there's a lot of colors, and at one point you're gonna have what's the word I'm looking for? You're gonna settle with your own primary colors. Let me go to the chat. Hello. Gigi Katamari, I'm sorry, I probably butchered your nickname. Yes, I am still taking bookings. If you want to book, I have 2 questions from Casey before I'm able to do yours. Let me refresh my YouTube page on the laptop because it's lagging a bit. Okay, so just looking at your energy, as I'm just taking a little break before we start. Did you get yourself flowers recently? You really have to get yourself some flowers. Even if you don't like them. Set an intention what is gonna be representing to you, those flowers. Could be a gesture for self-love. Could be a specific intention that you want. And anytime you change water for those flowers, or a plant that you want, and you water that plant, it have a specific intention. So for example, that plant, if you're gonna buy a plant, or if you are really drawn to a specific flower, it's gonna be a representation of me growing, my body being stronger. Specifically, I'm seeing a plant would be more beneficial to you, or planting a seed, and even having like a little writing next to it. And I'm seeing that you have to put in a bit more effort into that. Focus on the font, the way you write it down, just feel it through. This represents something, or this is my ... or this is me ... okay? focus your attention on what you want to be. So every time you water that plant, you water yourself. Could be also, I am, this is my abundance, this is my financial abundance, this is my business. Notice how it's growing. If it stops growing or if it's lagging a bit, just tap in, because you're very intuitive, tap into that plant. It has to be something physical for you, and ask it, what is something that you need right now? It's gonna tell you what it wants, what it needs to grow better or to grow faster, or even if it grows very naturally, what is something that you want to provide it with, and do it for the self, for either the business, if this is the abundance intention, or for your health. Okay, I'm gonna start your reading in a sec. So that was pre-reading. Okay, let's see. Casey, I want the haunted house tarot for you. Don't know why. Let's see. Question number 1, what to look out for regarding my food business? Felt it's really slow and blocked. Of course, currently I'm still resting, but I want a boost. Okay, how can you boost your food business? How can you boost your food business? You know what, guys? Give me 1 sec. I need to get a charger for my phone because it's on 10% for like the last 15 minutes. I don't want it to die in the midst of reading. I'll be back. Okay. Let me plug it in. Casey. How can you improve your food business? Yeah, you literally feel like you're in labyrinth. I'm getting some money, but I'm not getting as much as I would want to. Okay, what is the reason for that? What is the reason for... Okay. Listen, I'm not telling that you have to come to me for this. You can find a person who you vibe with, who you trust. But there are a bit of, I'm seeing a bit of blockages. And I don't really like this freaking word, because then it feels to people that, you know, it's something outside of me. I can't do much about it. It's not. It's not that. It is connected to your masculine energy and the example that you had growing up from the father, the relationship with the father. That's why I said it doesn't have to be me. It could be anyone that you trust in your surroundings, in your circle, someone that you know, but I really feel like you would benefit from subconscious session. Would it be a session? Yeah, that would be a hypno session. What I have released recently is those kind of quick subconscious sessions, which is called on my website Release for Relief. And it's just looking at one topic, one issue that someone has, where in hypno we look at a lot of them. And it's long, and it's 3 hours, and just we do a lot of work there. Release for Relief is a 1 hour, 1 hour and a half max session where we look at a specific issue. And I feel like this would be really beneficial for you. This is subconscious here, okay? This is connected to the masculine energy and specifically connected to the father. And it's not to say that you cannot, overcome this issue without diving into subconscious. You can, but it's going to require a bit more time. Okay, how can you do this on your own? How can you do this on your own? What is the issue? Give me 1 sec. The first thing that I'm getting for you here, seek for more. So the image that you have for the business of yours, how does it look like aesthetically? How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as someone who sells shitloads and needs an assistant? Or do you see yourself as someone who just works on your own and kind of gets the max amount of money that you can with what you're already doing right now, and that's pretty much it? Okay, so I'm seeing that you could kind of like reframe that image, how much you think you deserve. This is also somehow connected to you feeling maybe that you are not where you have grown up. There is something to do with a bit of a disconnect from your roots. And it's, again, all of this reading is very subconscious here. Okay. Do I see myself as a part of this country, as a part of this town, or do I still feel like an outsider to some extent? Do I feel like I'm safe and secure and I'm able, and again, this is masculine energy, right? The provider energy, I'm able to do that. Do I feel like there is some issue that I've had with the experiences with the father growing up, right? How does this play into my business? Because business is very masculine. I hope this made sense. Let me look at the YouTube chat. Okay. Oof. Again, you see subconscious. We have this pretty big ass moon over here. And yes, you still gotta rest. I would say this resting period for you, and when you are getting back on track, getting yourself up, dusting yourself off, could be used for you to truly look at the way you see your business, the way you look at success. Are you someone who sees your business as something that could be, in, I don't know, you could be talking in one of the podcasts how you literally have done everything on your own and you can't keep up with orders, or you see yourself as an average person who just kind of, gets some money, but then you want more because you deserve more. It's not only about the boost. This is saying it's about the longevity of that boost. Okay? You said, after moving house, what will improve in my life? How can I maximize, capitalize the benefits? How to work on the cons? Okay. After moving the house, what will improve in your life? After moving the house, what will improve in your life? First thing first is health, levels of anxiety or stress. It is improving. It is not as intense. Slowly, I'm seeing your creativity, your passions come back, motivation and drive. The house that you're moving to, it has quite prominent and strong feminine energy, and I feel like it's gonna help you out because you need a bit of that. I feel like you still haven't experienced what it actually is sitting in your feminine fully and how powerful it is. Because maybe you had to, you had to work for yourself, you had to stand up on your feet, maybe you relied on yourself for a lot of time, but this feminine energy, and I'm seeing here, look at numerology of that home, look at the numbers, what it comes up to. Overall, the energy there is really good feminine energy, but it's the feminine energy that is also very self-sustainable, if that makes sense. Again, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress is here. This hasn't happened just yet. These are reversed. It feels like you are upgrading the self. You may even notice how you want to take care of yourself better. The way you walk, the way you talk, you may even want to flirt with some customers. And I don't mean that you're crossing the line, but it's just the way you are. It's you're kind of reclaiming or finding your feminine energy again, and it helps you out in business. There needs to be, I feel like in both of these questions, there needs to be a better balance between your feminine and your masculine, and the way you see both, what you expect from them, what you lead with. What will improve in your life once you move? What will improve in your life once you move? It feels like you're moving to a place that is aligned with you, and in that place you may, I don't know why this song came to my mind. You may redefine yourself. And the song that is on my mind, and I know you probably are not a fan of this music, or maybe you are, is by Soil, Soil. It's called Redefine. Maybe you want to give it a listen after this. I warn you, it is new metal. There is something in the lyrics for you or in the video for you. In some way you are redefining yourself. That place is quite aligned with what you need. Okay. Your intuition is higher, it's stronger. Your readings may improve. The way you connect to people. How can you maximize, capitalize the benefits? How can you maximize, capitalize the benefits of this move? Give me 1 sec. I'm seeing that you're letting, the advice would be to let go a little bit. And I don't mean that you're letting go of your responsibilities in the way you look at life. To let go, not to be so stiff, not to be so serious, not to be so... Yeah, not to be so serious is what is coming through here. To enjoy life a little bit more, to step into the softer side of you. You may think that, hey, I need masculine energy to, to upgrade my business, but you really need to start with the feminine first, and then you naturally, because you have the Queen of Pentacles, It is very close to the King of Pentacles. And through this feminine energy, you are able to navigate the masculine much better. During that time when you're gonna be living there, I'm seeing an accomplishment of some sorts. Would it be a paper that you get, a formality, like a feedback that you get from somewhere that is gonna be really beneficial to you? It's gonna make you happy. Could be some sort of certificate, a piece of a document of some sorts, some sort of accomplishment whilst you're living in that place. It could be a visa. Anything else? Okay, spiritually. Let's look, spiritually speaking. How can you maximize the benefits? Trust your path. And I know it might be difficult if you're going through, you know, obstacles, but your cards are saying if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I'm getting a really good ambience in that house. And again, I'm getting feminine energy, the motherly energy here. It feels like this is a place of healing. This is a place of not rushing too much. This is a place of not pushing yourself too much. This is a place of like, it's a sanctuary. Okay, energetically speaking, that place is supposed to be a bit like a sanctuary for you. Yeah, and you have earth pulsing here. You have star mother, earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother. Again, we have mother twice here. Slow down time in nature. And this is literally you rejuvenating over there. So this is something that you could focus on in that place. Getting yourself back on track, but slowly. Your physical body is rejuvenating there. I really like the energy of the place where you're moving. It's very in sync with you. At this time, it's exactly what you need, and you had to make this change. Even if maybe you didn't expect it or you didn't really want to, but that's something that your spirit, your energy body had to witness and had to go through in order for you to feel much stronger in your body. So that was a lot here. I hope this made sense. Okay. Let me clear the table. Who do we have next? Oh my God, my live stream is lagging for me. Give me a second. I'm gonna refresh it. Next we have Min. Pohihi Katamari, yes, on YouTube. What's next in love life for me? Okay. What is next in love life for you? What is this next phase of your love life looking like? Whoever has just joined, I'm doing private readings right now, the mini reads. If you want to look at the pick a card, go all the way back at the beginning of this video. What is next in love life for you, Min? What is next in love life for you? I'm using the El Goliath deck together with the Steampunk Tarot. What is next in love life? What can you expect happening? Oh, your love life is a little bit secretive, to say the least. Okay. First thing first, you're not gonna see the person coming. I'm gonna tell you from the get-go. You're not supposed to see them coming. You're not supposed to know who they exactly are. It's supposed to be a mystery. It's supposed to be a magical moment. This feels like a strengthening of the relationship, to be honest. The beginning, kind of like a restart button. What you've witnessed before, a completely new experience of love. But first of all, you're gonna have to free yourself from the past, okay? The expectations that you've had, you're gonna have to keep an open mind when it comes to relationship, the way you saw it in the past, the way you see it in the future. It feels like you're gonna be a slightly different person. And the first word that I'm hearing is the maturity, seeing things for what they are, being able to point out what flies with you, what doesn't fly with you, okay? And being very clear with your communication. I'm seeing that you, what's next in love, you're very open when it comes to relationship. Right now, you're open to diving deeper into people. Overall, I'm talking about relationship. But within the next 2 months, and I'm smelling perfume. Within the next 2 months, you are very solid in your emotions, which I like here. That's exactly where you want to be when it comes to having a strong partnership. See, you tend to be someone who may have a slightly different view on life than the person that you're going to communicate with. You may have a complete different upbringing or your belief system. And I think that's exactly what makes you unique in this person's eyes. There is a bit of a karmic kind of trail that is dragging from the past here that I'm seeing. And what you are outgrowing is the unrequited love. What you're outgrowing is the scenarios that didn't honor you, okay? What you're stepping into, I'm seeing quite a lot of romance and I'm seeing quite a lot of laughter. Don't be surprised if it starts with a friendship only, because I'm seeing a potential of that. And that's why I feel like there is a mystery to the love life, because you may not see this person from a get-go as a potential partner, okay? This may start with friendship, someone that you know of, someone that you just hang with. And I feel like that's why it's going to be quite balanced from a get-go, because you're not going to want to show up a certain way, because then people put pressure on themselves and the other person, because you know that I'm interested in this person, or you know, like I'm intrigued. It's just gonna be and also this is an advice, keep it flowing, okay? Keep it flowing in the future. I'm seeing you in a happy relationship, and I'm seeing you Actually, you're gonna be the one who's gonna be kind of dragging it out once you are in this relationship with that person. The person that you're gonna be with, they may be a little bit quicker to upgrade or strengthen the bond in your connection, and to kind of make it official or propose. And you may be kind of wanting to take it slower. And I feel like it works out the best for both of you, because what you really want to do is to figure the person out. And I don't mean like, being a bit of an interrogator. It's gonna be best for you to truly get to know one another, not to kind of jump into this, or do everything super quickly just because the fire is there for that time. I hope this made sense. But overall, I'm seeing you experiencing a partnership with, by the way, stay optimistic about your love life. A partnership with, I'm gonna call them a soulmate at one point. Not from a get-go, because I feel like you have a bit of trust issues, or you tend to call yourself like, I'm realistic, I don't like to put on the pink glasses. But you're gonna experience true love. And before that, what I want to say, you're gonna have to let go of the past experiences, the people with whom it didn't work out with, out of your energy field. Okay, I hope this made sense. That's what I got for you. You're very welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure. Okay, let me tidy the desk, and I'm gonna log off, get something to eat, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. So thank you for joining me here today, for the pick a card as well as your private readings. I hope this was helpful, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one, hopefully in the near future. Bye for now.